Hello everyone, I am Burger, and I am here with another episode of Skyrim Modded. Now, today I've done a couple things. Mainly I installed a bunch of different mods. I forgot all of them except for two of them. I'm sure I'll remember to tell you about them some other time. The two that I remember getting were, I'm gonna tell you all this before I go in here because it's super loud in there. The two I remember getting, was this really not-important one, that completely redoes the werewolf system. It's not super important. It's not like werewolves is like my favorite feature or anything, nor is it like that I always am a werewolf. Hashtag Team Jacob. But it's not that important. So it lets you turn your companions into werewolves, have them transform into werewolves when you do. All the werewolves look different, just like all sorts of people, and wolves look different. And you can find werewolf blood and drink that as an item, and more perks and stuff. Not that important. But more importantly, much more importantly, a super important mod that's going to be super prevalent. I got a skin redesign, and now my person has rockin' abs. Abs.
So, if it accidentally got hit,
Abs. I have abs. Abs. Abs.
its driver would get a 5 gold bounty, and the town would form an angry mob, chase down the carriage driver, and proceed to killing him anyway.
I'm not listening to you. Abs.
Seriously, though.
Abs are the
People of
lifeblood of
Skyrim
the
aren't
universe.
touchy about
Some
their
say
lifestyle.
all life originated from abs. And finally, many believe that before their universe, there was nothing. But they were wrong. There was abs. And this guy's companion. I've never talked to him before.
Companion, friend? Well,
Or follower. Whatever.
I reckon I've killed more men than there are minutes in a day.
A murderer! Guards! You've killed more than 1,440 men? I think you need to pick up the pace. I've killed that many this week. I think by minutes you mean hours, and by men you mean mud crabs. Definitely the third one.
When do you find time to eat? Can't kill bandits on an empty stomach. Well, you could, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Cool. So by the way, my character has abs, and of course she is a redhead, and redheads are badasses. Also, she's a big lady. Big ladies are awesome. They do not show up in television as much as you would think they would. In fantasy genre, there are rarely giants that are female. What's up with that? Game of Thrones? No giant females.
The Horkers, my friend.
This one anime I watched, I don't remember the name of it. There were lots of giants, but only one giant female in the single
tomatoes,
in the entire story.
A sprinkle of lavender.
And a lot of tall women are big actors. I'm pretty sure Brienne of Tarth is like the biggest actor that's a tall lady. What's up with that? That's because Hollywood's got weird rules. But yes, Horkers. Horkers are delicious. Could use some carrots, maybe some minced onion.
You keep talking like that, and we'll need to get you an apron and a chef hat. Also, Horkers.
Horkers are walruses. They look a lot like walruses. They're still not quite walruses. You're in the wrong place. Riverwood isn't exactly the Horker capital of Skyrim.
That isn't it. You see, I've tried stews of all different flavors from all over Tamriel. I've tried your venizons and your steaks. I've tried your bug meat, your horror pies, and Taurus nuggets. Some wood elf charlatan even tried to sell me what he called a wyvern steak, but it tasted like mountain goat. I've tried every meat from the Somerset Isles to the shores of Solstein, and ain't nothing compared to a fresh pot of Horker stew. But you know what I haven't tried? I haven't tried. Well, there's still the problem of the scales.
We're gonna go and eat a dragon together.
Unless you plan on using your teeth.
And also, that's what I'm doing today. Probably should have mentioned this earlier. I'm gonna go and find the main quest. Because I have, this, other, alternate start. I've not started with the dragon. Instead, I started in a cage. How have you managed to kill so many men?
It's all in the hips, friend. Killing a bandit is like making love to a maiden. It only takes a second, and there's no shortage of blood.
That's disgusting. Perhaps you need a smaller weapon. There's also an inordinate amount of grunting involved. That's not what I meant. Definitely the third one.
I see my lady enjoys both her battles and her men.
If this game was a role-playing game, this conversation would be heading a very specific direction. Now wouldn't it? However, this game is not much of a role-playing game. It's more about quests, fighting, lore, and, abilities.
Let's go.
Yep, let's go. Okay, where are we going? We are going to Helgen to find the guy who nearly got killed by a dragon. Instead of nearly getting killed by a dragon ourselves. I want to punch this chicken so bad, but I know what will become of me. There'll be nothing left. I totally forgot I was going to sleep there. And whatever. Now, the game was crashing quite a bit. I had previously tried to record this exact scenario that I just did. I pretended not to know what that guy was going to say, even though I did in fact know what he was going to say. Okay, so the game has crashed a few times. Every time I try to walk around this mountain. And I thought, why can't I walk around this mountain? I haven't made any changes to this mountain. Why can't I walk around it? I've done it before when I tested it by myself. Then I remembered I didn't walk around that mountain. I went through this mine instead. Problem solved. Take that, game. You won't glitch on me.
You never did tell me about your parents. I mean, you were dragonborn. So, do you have ancestors that are dragons? That would be really disturbing if you did.
Except I'm not a dragonborn yet. So stop making assumptions like that.
Is someone there?
Yes, I'm here to kill you.
Time to end this little game.
Bad time to get lost.
Okay, now let's grab some murder axes.
I'll pay for that.
I almost attacked the wrong person there.
Are you
Steel
prepared?
warhammer, arrows, longbow.
You wouldn't want to hurt my pretty face.
Don't let my looks fool you.
Yep, I thought I missed there for a minute, but I did
Maybe
not.
that means you actually have a brain.
Okay. Man, they have not have anything worth taking. These people are poor. Ooh, free food. Food, and more food. Oh good, they actually have some money. I was worried this would just be food. Oh, ruby and an amethyst? Hell yeah. Hell freaking yeah. And now let me jump down here and kill some more people. Anyone else to kill, even? Iron ore. Hey! Smithing. And I leveled up. I'm just gonna do that right now. Get that sweet, sweet magicka and first thing in destruction. No! Click on the one I'm clicking on. This looks very pretty, but it is not at all practical. Oh, sorry. Almost killed you. Sorry, friend. Kinda wanna sleep here. I guess there are enemies nearby. Whatever. Ooh, a cage. Wonder if there are any goodie bags in here. Goodie
Now
bags.
ain't this a surprise?
Yeah, it is. Didn't expect you to be so easy to kill, dude. Oh yeah. Get that sweet, sweet first thing in, first perk in, destruction. Oh yeah, I'm good at talking today. Archery, meh. Soul Gem. Stamina, meh. Found better stuff in last time I was in here. Clairvoyance. Now that is an extremely useful spell. I'm gonna read that right now. I'm gonna eat this book. Because where else would it have gone? And anywhere else to go? Ooh, 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 ooh. A lever. Yes. This is what happiness feels like. Now I'm going to take a bath. The water is cool and refreshing. You are drenched. Ah, I feel much better. It was a little warm.
This does it. Hit him, woman.
That was the bandit I was killing, right? Not my new companion. I just realized he has the same bow hook as my friend. Where's my friend? Where is my friend? Yeah, what happened to GORR? Didn't I recruit him? Didn't I recruit GORR? 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 Where are you, GORR? What's going on here? I am confused. Also, there should be a way out of here. That I know of. Worst case scenario, fast travel and get him back later. There should be another way out here. An exit on the other side. That is totally the toilet. I'm taking it. How do I get up here? Oh, yes, I see it here. Now, is there a right I can take up here? Or a left, I guess, from this direction? No. What? Where do I go? Aha! This is totally where I need to be. I'm sure of this. Nope. There should be another way out of here. Map. Well, this map is no help. So then I take a left. And that takes me this way. Is there really not another opening to this mine? I really think there should be. Oh yes, a right up here. I have not taken this right yet. Here's the way out. Yeah. Well, I almost died. What difficulty am I on? I should really be on master difficulty. I am master difficulty. That's a first. For the last 2 episodes, I was constantly checking to see what difficulty I was on. Yep, here it is. A door. Now I can get on the other side of this mountain. Yeah, what happened to GORR?
Now ain't this a surprise?
What the hell happened to GORR? I could have sworn I recruited him. Eh, whatever. I'll come back for him later. I think I need to go back to Riverwood, in fact. And I'm not going the right way. I need to go towards this blue dot. Nope. Up. Up. Jump. Jump. There we go. Much better. Not at all like Fallout New Vegas. You cannot climb mountains in that that game at all, ever. Which I guess is a good thing considering this game has a lot of mountains and not a lot of roads. Kill that fox! I'm proud of myself for murdering an innocent animal. Oh, look, a bunny! And whatever. I didn't want to murder it anyways. Oh, look, a fox! Well, I wonder what it says. Anywhere else to go? There should be another cave around here. Helgen Cave. And that is the cave that I need to go inside of. And just inside of it, there will be a guy who will be on the floor dying. Because I wasn't there being arrested so that I could save him. Such is the cruel hand of fate. Helgen Keep! And now I can teleportato back to, you know, that place. Yeah, I should also talk to Sophie. Oh no, I do have him. Okay. Am I soaked in blood? Weird, I look like I'm soaked in blood from this angle. It's kind of disappointing. I like blood. I like that blood texture. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with my textures. I don't ever wear bracers. Nor do I do a couple other things I should probably be doing. Came here to see what was going on. Are you mad? You need to warn Riverwood. Ah, ka 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 ka. Quit messing around and get down here. What? No, you don't understand. Okay, give you a healing potion. Do I have one? I'll just pretend I do. Yes, I have one right here. Oh good, I only have to give him a minor one. Okay. Let's go. And let's warn them about the place where there are
Stay sharp.
dragons. And now I can get the main storyline. I wish I could name the episode Alternate Start Main Quest. But that would be a long title. And if I do end up naming
Looks
that,
like he's gone
I
for
imagine you're having a giggle
But I don't think we should.
right about that time. Like, oh, I should name it that. That'd be too long. Looks at the title. Yep. That is a thing. Now, where am I going? Riverwood? Have I been there? L. Yep, Riverwood. Let's teleportato back over there. If you're wondering what a teleportato is, it's when you throw a potato and you teleport to where it lands,
A dragon!
and
A
also
dragon!
you're covered in mashed
What?
potatoes.
What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night.
That is the thing. This horse is very agile. Now, I played off cameras to test out my mods, and, you know, underneath her crispy, crunchy outside of a funny and extremely dirty-minded person, there is,
I can't help
Interesting,
feeling a kind of connection
ooey
between
gooey
us.
center, interesting
I'm not
characters.
sure what it is. I guess it's natural with you being a brave adventurer, and me, well, you know.
Ooey gooey center of an interesting character.
Yes, I'm listening.
I would... can I talk to you for a bit?
I'm always ready for a chat.
How you feeling?
I don't think I should tell you how I really feel. I don't want to creep you out or anything.
Yeah, she's not exactly subtle
Sure.
sometimes.
What's on your mind?
What were you doing before you met me?
I was playing two guys against each other in a bid to win me over. Of course, they had to supply me with plenty of drink and earn my affection. I just wanted some entertainment. Oh, it was great watching them get more and more competitive. It ended up in a massive brawl, and once it was over, I left them both empty-handed and out of pocket. As for waking up in a stable without any clothes on, I don't remember what happened after leaving the tavern, but that's nothing new.
Yeah, it's kind of not a nice thing to do, but my person is way worse. she plans to become a werewolf for the express purpose of eating people.
Well, I was wandering around Skyrim killing bandits who thought I was an easy target, and meeting new locals. Or should I say, making new enemies. Before that, I was studying, if you can call it that, at the College of Winterhold. It wasn't my first choice, of course, being a Nord, but I had no place to go, and it was either that or live in a cave. So, I learned a few spells just to keep them happy. I must admit, though, that learning to blow stuff up was pretty fun. Unfortunately, my genius was wasted on them. And I was kicked out for making everyone naked with a spell I forced some other student to create for me.
That sounds like her.
So, it turns out I ended up living mostly in caves anyway.
Living in caves also suits her.
Of course.
Seemed like a funny person.
You mean like weird? Huh. I thought you were different from all those other people who make fun of me. Because I don't try and conform to people's ridiculous ideals.
No, I mean, you have a great sense of humor.
Yeah, I suppose. Being a free spirit like myself really lets you explore the world and see all its flaws, but yet at the same time makes you appreciate them. That's what some people who aren't like you just don't get.
Interesting. Well, show relationship status. Cool. Sorry about that, I crashed. I remembered why I crashed. I figured out why. It made a lot of sense, but then I forgot why. So, I'm fast traveling to Riverwood. That's what I'm doing. With my two awesome companions.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What?
What is up with these shadows?
Mother.
Things look
It was
quiet
as
enough
big as
here.
the mountain and black as night.
How there are no
Flew
shadows?
right over the barrel.
What's up with that?
If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy.
Hello,
Quests. Before the storm.
Uncle
And
Alvo.
I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
What are you doing? Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood.
Yes. Any supplies I could take?
Of course. But what's all this about? What are you two doing here?
Silver ring, healing potion. Click the ones I'm clicking on, not the ones I'm not clicking on. I sure told. Oh, small leather tented bedroll. Yes. A dragon attacked Helgen and destroyed it.
What? A dragon? In Helgen? That explains what I saw earlier.
I wasn't there though.
Flying down the valley from the south.
I didn't see a dragon.
Was hoping I was wrong about what I
I'm just
thought
going
it
along
was.
with what this crazy guy's saying, because it seems exciting. It was a dragon. Hadvar will tell you the same thing.
A dragon? Here in Skyrim? What's this world coming to? First the war, now dragons. Trouble loves company, they say. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can.
Yep, I'm gonna go do that before I
Come
run out
on
of
inside.
time and the episode has to
Sigrid
end.
will get you something
One
to
way
eat.
or another. Seriously, what's up with these shadows? Maybe they'll go away if I stop clicking. Oh no. Whiterun disappeared. That's not good. This happened before. It caused the game to crash. What is causing this? If I recall, the problem slowly solved itself.
So you're off to see the Jarl of Whiterun then?
Yay, I'm feeling
That
drunk.
wouldn't Add me into
This
Dragon
is
Suite.
happiness.
Apparently I wasn't important
Oh cool, there's a
enough.
bedroll here. I'm totally gonna sleep in it. Yay, napping. It's the best kind of nap.
But with you, I might get away with it. As long as
Who
they
you?
don't remember that incident when a criminal
Oh.
escaped
Until
because
next
I was
time.
distracting the guards.
Sorry, but I cannot listen to everything you say, even though I will probably be amused by most of it, maybe. Abs. That's what I have. Okay, now just continuing up here. Let's see if the game crashes horribly and terrifyingly. That would be of the disappointing variety. Also, last episode, remember I was going to turn in that quest? Yeah, I imagined that. There was no quest I needed to turn in.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons.
Persuade!
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
You will. Why am I not hungry? Is it because I drank and ate a bunch of stuff? Thirsty as well? Why am I not thirsty? Well, the game has crashed so far. I'd say it's 50% not good, better. Yeah, I bet if I just close the game and reopen it, all this blurry shadows will go away. Who are you?
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Yes, I bet I have heard of you.
Come to chat with an old woman.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
And you're that lady who's great. She's
Yes.
great. I'm gonna have to remember to talk to her about her full backstory. You know, before I forget forever. Which is likely to happen. This is not the right place. Stop taking off your clothes randomly. Only do it when I tell you to. Jeez, lady. It's like you've got no social skills or something. But that can't be right, because everything you've done so far has made me think you have social skills. And lots of them. Okay, climbing up these stairs. Let's see if I can get this done in a minute and a
I
half.
get a lot of looks from people wherever I go. I'm not sure if it's because they find me attractive.
Well,
or
considering you're not
they
wearing
think I'm a
clothes,
little
I think
odd.
it's definitely a
Or
lot
both.
of both. You ever think about that? That it's a lot of both, considering you're not wearing clothes? Oh yes, nice blurry textures. This happens in Fallout New Vegas occasionally too. You just have to
My
close the
lord,
game and
please.
reopen it. Yeah, that is
This is
weird.
no time for rash action. I just think we need more information before we act.
What's the meaning of
just-
this interruption? Jarl
Who's
Balgruuf
this,
is
then?
not receiving visitors.
Yes, he is.
Well, that explains why the guards
So
let you
you
in.
were at Helgen.
And
on
this
then.
isn't
You
super
saw
important.
this
will want to
dragon
speak
with
to
your
you
own
personally.
eyes? So you were at Helgen. By Ismir Irileth was
Okay,
right.
and then he's gonna talk to this guy
What do you
about
say
stuff
now,
I don't
for
understand
instance?
and never will.
Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
That's a good point.
My lord,
They can melt the
we should
walls.
send troops to
Also
Riverwood
fly
at
over them.
once.
And also
It's in
probably
the
crush
most
them with their
immediate
big,
danger.
meaty arms.
The Jarl
Dragon
of
is lurking in the
Ulfric will view
mountains.
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people.
You're a good Jarl.
Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
And the game has crashed. Crap, I thought I fixed this. Well, I guess I'll have to start the episode through this conversation next time. That's gonna be it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. I really, really thought I fixed this problem. Bye!